Hello, here's one of my 1996 Cobras. I'm taking it all apart. I'm going to put a 347 Tremec 3550 in here with all kind of clutch and bell housing and the different K-member. Well, let me show you what I've done, what I've kind of got going on. The rear end I pulled first. Shouldn't have done it this way because it was a real pain in the ass in the dirt. I've got two tires under there with boards underneath the tires on the frame connectors, so I'm good there. It's not hurting nothing. I pulled the transmission. It's got 245. There's a cross member, drive shaft, fork, cable over there, X pipe, aftermarket springs. Had some big 295 tires on there, 35s by 18s. I don't know if you can see, but it's got a lot of tread up in there. Stick a finger in there. Tires and rims, they look alright. The car's got a cage done. Somebody started to take all this all apart and was building this car. And I don't know what happened. They traded for another car, who knows. It's got Cobra brakes, of course, it's a real 96 Cobra. Got coilovers on there. The suspension was totally done except for the back part with those aftermarket springs, adjustable shocks back there. This one's got the adjustable struts, the coilover struts, the UPR K-member, or not UPR, UPR A-arms, and that is a Flaming River rack and pinion, and a Q1A K-member. It looks like the spring perches are still attached here. And here you see they bolt through. I'm probably going to keep the Flaming River rack, and it's got a steering knuckle. I kept the knuckle. It's on the inside of the car. I had one casualty along the way. This right here cracked under here. You see, but that ain't no big deal in the game of life. The front didn't hit. I got to redo the whole interior. There's the Flaming River knuckle. I got to take that one little plastic boot piece out there and put that in my other car. And I'm going to retain the knuckle and the shaft and put other boots on it. Here's my issue with the trunk. I have to weld that in and take it out of one of these donors. Maybe the one up there by my 69 Camaro, or either my Celine right there or that GT. Let me go show you this. It had aftermarket shocks that you could adjust on the bottom there by a knob, KYB or something. Besides this, welding this in, this is the last piece they needed to weld. Both bars here, you can see that that's not welded. And I'm going to get my buddy to go through everything before I paint the inside. I'm going to dynamite the inside. This, I'm going to cut out the other car. We're going to get that straight. These arms, upper and lower, they're gone. Trash. I only use aftermarket adjustable stuff. So I think it'll be a nice car once it gets done, once I get this motor. I'll turn it off because there's no motor in there now. But I think it'll be a nice little drag car. I got to get like a seat there, and I want to go very minimum on the interior. And just a dash with maybe two O2 sensor air fuel ratios. And I'm going to probably do a carb setup. I don't think this K-member here is going to work for a 347 5.0. I think it's specific, 96 to 04. Here's the motor. Let me show you what it came out of. This would have to be a Terminator motor, probably, most likely, I'm thinking. It's got the Mesner electric water pump. They had this run to the alternator. I didn't get the alternator intake, carburetor, of course, the fuel stuff. Everything else I got, but it was run from there over there to the special made bracket. As you can see, that's attached to the motor mount, or well, you can't, but let me tell you it is. So this has the plug up here on it. A couple other things I want to show you about this motor. See the A&O fittings here and up here. This goes in the previous video, to the radiator and catch cans. As you can see, the catch can is still there in the car, in the line. I think it's just a single line to this side. I got that catch can, but I don't have, I mean, I got that anno fitting. I don't have this fitting right here. I'd have to look. I might have it. But it was just a block off fitting. As you can see right there, cams, and I watched the guy's video too, and it definitely is cammed out. The cams look super nice in it. They're not beat up. There's not a lot of excessive wear. I'm gonna probably come back in here. There's 4 cams here in this motor. Timing chains look tight. I haven't turned it or messed with it. I plan on taking it apart, taking the cams out, taking the cover, taking the timing chain off, seeing what's been done to these heads, because I think probably they have work on them. But anyway, I figured I'd show you this, and I got long tube super comp headers. I decided to pull them with the headers. Real damn pain in the ass. With that K-member, it catches right there on the back, and here you can see where it rubbed across. I mean, it didn't hurt nothing, just rubbed a little oil across. I'm careful what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. But all that went to a radiator, which I don't know, you can kind of see over here. Yeah, this is now a donor car. It's a 94, 95 GT, and it has sneak kit on it. That might be my other donor to take. I got 3 donors to pull parts or something if I need it. I used to have 7, but this is slick. Upper and lower fans, 2 fans, they're perfect on there, and the way this fits up, it fits. This is a smaller radiator, if you can kind of see my hand, but it's just a really freaking nice piece. And they went in front of the support in the front, and it's 2 bolts, one there and one over there, and the rest just sits against the back, and all the hoses and lines. When I pulled the lines off, I put this tape on because I didn't have the right correct thing, and I didn't want to scratch or mess up. So that I guess goes with the motor or with the catch cans and stuff. Alright, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like. If you got any comments, comment. Thanks. You guys take it easy and have a great weekend.